Jamie Foxx's mysterious health crisis in 2023 is making headlines again, and now shocking allegations are tying it directly to Diddy. Sources claim the same drugs used in those infamous freak-off parties are being entered into evidence, and some say Diddy's own security team came after Jamie for secretly filming him during one of those wild nights. Let's peel back the layers, because the truth behind Diddy's dark empire is starting to surface.
So I was doing, of course, the stand-up, doing the one, shit. And then it wasn't until literally I was throwing these parties at my crib, and I would always throw parties for like musical guys, So I threw a party for Puff. Puff comes and big party. It's like 2,000. Puff is there, and it's all about him. And I'll never forget, he got mad at me a little bit because I would follow him, and I would actually follow him with a camera, because at that time Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You couldn't even get in his parties. So the way I would get in his parties, I'd show up with a camera, like, yo, Puff, you need to document this. And he turned around, what's up, Playboy? I said, yeah, let me get that, man. Ain't nobody getting this. And it wasn't back in the day with the, with the camera phone. I had the big Canon that you put on your shoulder and the light and the I said, let me change the battery, let me get all this, right?
Jamie Foxx, I don't know if you saw the one with Jamie Foxx saying the fact that when his special comes out, he's actually going to talk about the fact that Diddy's the one that poisoned him. Again, this is a story.
I heard that story too.
On the upcoming Netflix comedy show, Jamie Foxx expected to include the actor addressing a mysterious 2023 health crisis that left him hospital. This is from today.
Right.
For more than 20 days and recovering for months more, but has also sparked rumors it was Diddy. I may have some of the response for it. Okay. Which Combs' camp has denied, but Fox has not. I mean, of course Combs' camp is going to deny,
right,
but it's what Fox is going to say, because everyone's interested in what Fox's story is.
But now if you go and you look further about the number of people that have had this sudden death thing happen to them that are related to Diddy, it's like some viral lung or something, like some weird, but like 5 people.
Jamie Foxx used to be a familiar face at Diddy's parties, but that all changed. Allegedly, after Diddy caught Jamie recording one of the parties, he was blacklisted. Rumors say Jamie held explosive footage, and right when the FBI started investigating Diddy, Jamie suddenly vanished with a mysterious illness. For nearly a year, he was completely off the map. But the moment Diddy was arrested, Jamie came back, looking healthier than ever. Something wasn't adding up until Jamie dropped a bombshell during his Netflix taping.
The allegation floating around that Diddy has set up Jamie Foxx, or that Diddy was the reason why Jamie Foxx got in the hospital. Did you hear that rumor? And what's the details that you understood what took place? Because all of us thought it was COVID related, and I think Jamie even saw a video of him talking about he had took something and then
right,
some time later he fell out. But what's going on with that?
Well, there was a rumor, or I can't say it was a truth because I wasn't there, but there's been a rumor that the whole time when Jamie was out, for the industry insiders, Diddy had did that to him.
Okay.
He caught Jamie filming, allegedly, or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and his security beat Jamie ass. And that's why Jamie was in the hospital, allegedly, right? But then there's the thing where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something that knocked him out. But it all was alleged connected back to Diddy, right? Because something happened with Diddy and Jamie. Now, more recently, Jamie has a special coming out on Netflix,
right,
called What Had Really Happened Was, and I went to the taping of it. It was 3 days taping. I went to the first show, I went to the last show.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx states in this, spoiler alert, but Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
So it's got to be a joke, though, right?
I don't think he was joking. Y'all can determine was he joking or not when you see the show. Because to me, I'm a new comedian, right? I've learned and learned from the game. I know when somebody's setting up a punchline, and I know when you're serious.
People who were there during the Netflix special say Jamie hinted that Diddy was behind his disappearance. And the timing's suspicious at best. Jamie vanishes when Diddy's empire is under threat, then reappears right as Diddy lands behind bars? And just like that, Jamie sets up a full production to tell his story. But what really sent shockwaves was what happened after the show aired.
I wouldn't say his get back, but for his protection, Jamie was scared, right? He disappeared, right? Mm-hmm. He out now as soon as Puff went to jail, right? We see him at the game with Jerry Jones, right? Before, nobody seen Jamie. We just had these mysterious sightings of him on the boat, and then they had the fake Jamie out here, right? Then we haven't seen him. As soon as Puff went to jail, he was at the goddamn Dallas basketball game. Football game, right? And now he just went and shot his special. And who's special strongly based around? Diddy.
Now, interesting enough, Jamie has always had like jokes about Diddy. In his I Might Need Security special, he has a bit about Diddy then.
Yeah,
and
but it's not this.
And it's interesting though, because I thought they were always friends. I thought they had like a history of friendship.
They did.
And he always would go to Puff's parties and all
They
that.
did. They had a bromance, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They was bros.
And then it went sour.
Somewhere. Under the rainbow. Somewhere under the rainbow.
Industry insider Big Homie CC was among the first to publicly tie Jamie Foxx's disappearance to Diddy. According to him, people close to Diddy warned that anyone who talked could be taken out. It gets darker. Jamie was reportedly contacted by the FBI during their initial probe into Diddy. And once Diddy realized Jamie might testify, that's when things got dangerously real.
Poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
So, wait, you're saying that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx and that's how Jamie Foxx got sick?
Jamie Foxx reported this man to the FBI because of this. Facts.
Wow. Okay, and how did you hear about this? If you can tell me, or if you can't, that's all good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, well, people are they're gonna want to know, you know what I'm saying, how this happened, or you know what I'm saying, what's the backstory to this?
But by the time this drop, this is gonna be in the stratosphere. It's gonna be in the ether by the time this drop. You could probably look it up right now. But by the time this interview drop, this is gonna be out in the ether for sure. These people poison people, bro. I've been poisoned 3 times. Why am I testing positive for cyanide? You feel me? Why do I had pneumonia 3 times? So people like, man, why he breathe like that? Because I only got 1 lung. And then I had a car crash. I got 1 nostril permanently blocked. And I done had pneumonia 3 times. Somebody been trying to poison me. My brother got poisoned with me. The little lady I was bodyguarding, she got poisoned. Like, somebody is carrying on these antics. These is facts.
Is there any idea why Diddy would want to poison Jamie Foxx?
You get called to testify if you on camera and some of this footage, and you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself.
You personally, you think it's possible that Diddy drove Jamie Foxx?
If Jamie Foxx was at a Diddy party, and what we're finding out now, and what they're allegedly saying now, that he had certain kind of alcohol with drugs in it. We had certain kind of allegedly baby oil with drugs in it. And those people touch those certain things, and they have that certain things in them, it can react to their bodies and make them go through those certain type of situations. Brother, if you touch fentanyl, you could die. They got drugs, if you touch it, you could die.
Just weeks after the Netflix special dropped, Jamie was reportedly attacked at a Beverly Hills hotel. The incident left him injured, and fans quickly connected the dots. Was this a coincidence or a warning shot from Diddy? One thing's for sure, Diddy's message was loud and clear: stay silent, or suffer the consequences.
Actor Jamie Foxx was injured during an altercation at a Beverly Hills restaurant. Foxx is speaking out about the incident, which is being investigated by police. It comes just days after the Oscar winner revealed for the first time that a brain bleed caused him to suffer a stroke last year. Here's ABC's Phil Lipoff.
Tonight, actor Jamie Foxx is recovering after an altercation at his birthday dinner in Beverly Hills left him needing stitches. Local police received a call about an incident at the high-end Mr. Chow restaurant near Rodeo Drive just after 10 p.m. Friday night. A representative for the actor saying someone from another table threw a glass that hit Foxx in the face. It's unclear whether Foxx was involved in the fight or merely a bystander. No arrests were made, but the investigation remains ongoing. It has already been an eventful month for the Oscar winner. In his recently released Netflix stand-up special, Foxx opened up about the mysterious health crisis that put him in the hospital for several weeks last year. Foxx telling the audience a doctor gave his family a grim diagnosis.
He told my sister some horrible news about her big brother. He said he's having a brain bleed that's led to a stroke.
But now, the actor is proud he beat the odds.
Said I couldn't walk, but look at me now.
And Lindsay, Foxx appears to be keeping this positive attitude through this latest incident, writing on social media this morning, "The devil is busy, but I'm too blessed to be stressed." Lindsay?
Foxx seemingly brushing it off. Phil, thank you.
Jamie Foxx is speaking out after being injured during a confrontation at his birthday dinner, a day after the Oscar winner was allegedly involved in a physical altercation with an unidentified person, resulting in him needing to get stitches. The 57-year-old takes to Instagram on December 14th to address the situation and thank fans for their support. Jamie first shares a simple message on his feed that reads, "The devil is busy, but I'm too blessed to be stressed." He then writes in the caption of the post, "The devil is a lie. Can't win here. Thank you to everybody that pray and check on me. When your light is shining bright, they try to bring you darkness, but they don't know that you're built for it. The lights have been shining bright." On December 13th, the Ray actor was celebrating turning 57 with his family at a restaurant in Beverly Hills when things reportedly took a turn. A rep for the actor told NBC News at the time, Jamie Foxx was at his birthday dinner when someone from another table threw a glass that hit him in the mouth. He had to get stitches and is recovering. The police were called and the matter is now in law enforcement's hands.
Even Joe Rogan, Jamie's longtime friend, has spoken up. He doesn't believe Jamie's poisoning was a rumor. According to Joe, Diddy has a long history of retaliation. Just look at what he allegedly did to Kid Cudi, breaking into his house and setting his car on fire. And let's not forget, people connected to Diddy keep mysteriously dying of pneumonia. Now, witnesses are disappearing and others are being threatened into silence.
He's in jail. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of lawsuits. That one is like, we're going to find out. Yeah. Jamie Foxx just recently said that P. Diddy poisoned him.
What?
And that's why he got that stroke.
I've heard that.
He talked about it on stage.
He said it?
He said it.
He got poisoned?
He said it.
He goes, I didn't have a heart attack because of the vaccine. It was Diddy shutting me up.
See if we can find that, because he said it on stage.
Diddy was poisoning people?
Bro, I think there was some crazy going on.
Like Cosby shit? Like drugging?
Diddy wasn't even that big.
I think
it was could do it.
There's alleged murders, a bunch of people that got pneumonia, a bunch of convenient people that died of pneumonia. Jamie Foxx addresses whether Diddy was responsible for his 2023 hospitalization while filming Netflix special. Holy shit.
Jamie Foxx has a Netflix special. Do they not care about at all stand-up?
Jamie Foxx is hilarious.
Audience members,
yeah,
hold on, go
back.
back.
I see him at clubs all the time, working out his bits.
What is that share?
I only respect grinders.
The audience members had varying accounts of the comedian's words. Two of them claimed that Foxx said Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, that he's the one who called the FBI on Diddy, who's currently in prison awaiting trial on sex charges. A source close to Diddy insisted to Daily Mail that there is no truth to Sean Combs putting Jamie Foxx in the hospital.
There's no chance it was a joke.
I mean, yeah, it was a joke, but joke based on truth or not truth?
It is possible. That's totally possible.
The Daily Mail.
That's totally possible, but it's also possible he was explaining while he wound up going to hospital, and he hasn't talked about it since. He never talked about it.
Well, Pierce, let me ask you a question. From your journalistic perspective, have you ever noticed how in this industry, people untimely meet their demise as soon as somebody else seems like they're having a problem? Have you ever seen that before?
Well, there was, of course, the case of one of his other ex-girlfriends, Kim Porter, who died of pneumonia at a very young age. You just referenced your own situation with pneumonia that you believe was deliberate poisoning. Do you believe that may be what happened to her?
Why are so many people coming down with pneumonia? Why is that happening to everybody? What is that about? Where have you ever seen this many cases of pneumonia associated with one situation? So, you know.
There were rumors.
I'm not saying.
Well, I was going to mention on this that there have been rumors circulating online that Diddy may have poisoned Jamie Foxx, which caused his 2023 hospitalization. In his Netflix show, he compared Combs to the devil in revealing his near-death experience after a brain bleed and stroke. He said, I say this all the time. I saw the tunnel. I didn't see the light. It was hot in that tunnel. I thought, shit, have I gone to the wrong place? I looked up the end of a tunnel and I thought I saw the devil saying, come on. Or was that Puffy?
Prosecutors aren't playing. At trial, they reportedly presented the exact drugs used at these parties: MDMA, GHB, and more. During the raid on Diddy's Miami mansion, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, firearms, and drug paraphernalia were recovered. Yet even after all that, Diddy was still hosting freak-offs. The evidence pointing to trafficking, drugging, and victim coercion is overwhelming.
Cassie told the jury that Diddy forced her into drug-fueled sex acts with male escorts while he watched, sometimes sitting in the corner and masturbating. Through tears, she said she took drugs to numb herself: ecstasy, cocaine, and caffeine, all of it allegedly supplied by Diddy. She said the freak-offs included as many as 4 male escorts at once and typically lasted 36 to 72 hours. The longest, she said, the longest freak-off that she says she was forced to perform in lasted 4 days. She said they took place around the world, from New York to Miami to Spain to even Turks and Caicos. And at every stop, Cassie said the hotel rooms were stocked by Diddy's staff with baby oil, condoms, and drugs. And she says that these hotel rooms, this is disgusting, the hotel rooms were left covered in baby oil and covered in blood and covered in urine. Cassie told the jury that the freak-offs made her feel disgusting and humiliated and worthless. But she said she couldn't say no because she says Diddy threatened to release videos of the freak-offs with her in them.
Cassie Ventura described how freak-offs actually became a job, lasting 36 to 48 hours, the longest one lasting up to 4 days. No wonder the participants needed IV fluids after a freak-off. I'm just curious, to Lauren Cullen joining us at the courthouse, how was the jury responding?
What I will say is Cassie made a point to say that when she wasn't making music, she was actually having to, quote, recover from these freak-offs. And again, she did say these freak-offs lasted between 1 and 4 days, and it would take her an equal amount of time to get her body recovered, to rehydrate, to rest, to detox from these drugs. It was really, really sad to listen to.
So what was on those tapes that made Diddy allegedly go as far as poisoning Jamie Foxx? According to testimony from Jane Doe, one of the survivors, Diddy forced her to take drugs until she vomited and made her sleep with multiple men at once. The footage allegedly shows disturbing scenes that Diddy was desperate to keep from the FBI. Because if that got out, he knew it was over.
She says that Diddy forced her to take drugs and that she would be awake for days, that she was taking ecstasy and Molly. And she said on these trips, she was sometimes so high on drugs that she lost her sense of self. Jane has finally taken the stand. Now, we're not allowed to reveal her identity because she's testifying under a pseudonym. She's talking about how she and Diddy first met, how they met in Miami and how he was so sweet and loving, and that he was actually dating a friend of hers at the time, but that the two of them started going on trips to Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas. During her testimony, she's been crying, and it seems like it's been really hard for her to be up there on the stand. She is now talking about how Diddy would make her watch pornography while they were having sex with each other, and that he would talk to her about his fantasies. He would make her wear lingerie and what she calls stripper heels, and that at one point he told her that he wanted to see her have sex with other men. That's when he took her to a hotel room, and she starts describing how his assistants were in there setting things up with baby oil and the lighting and providing drinks. And she said that when she was there, he then hired an escort from a company called Cowboys for Angels. She said that this escort's name was Dawn, and that she had sex with this man in front of Diddy while he masturbated. Jane testified that over the next few years, 90% of her relationship with Diddy centered around these sexual encounters with male escorts. She testified that she told Diddy multiple times, verbally and in writing, that she did not want to participate in these sexual encounters.
Jane was back on the witness stand for her first full day of testimony. The prosecutor played an audio recording for the jury of a hotel night with a male prostitute Jane identified as Dawn. On the recording, Jane and Dawn are looking for a condom, but Combs didn't allow it and can be heard saying, quote, "You're taking that expletive." Now, Jane testified, quote, "I just didn't want to disappoint my lover. He would be unhappy and wouldn't be satisfied with me." Jane went on to tearfully tell the jury about her birthday in 2023 when she said she was made to have sex with 3 different men in addition to Combs. The prosecutor asked why. Jane responded, "I don't know. It had become so routine," and added that she turned robotic. Jane told the jury that after a while, Combs didn't have to directly ask her for these hotel nights. She testified, "I knew it was to be expected." Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. If convicted, he faces the possibility of life in.
Cassie's testimony takes it even further, exposing a culture of grooming, coercion, and violence at Diddy's parties. Whenever Diddy didn't get his way, things turned abusive fast. Every story that's come out of the courtroom paints the picture of a man spiraling in a scene that's far more sinister than Hollywood wants us to believe.
Diddy couldn't have done all of these crimes without his inner circle, right? Without his bodyguard, without his driver, without his assistant. They talked about alleged kidnappings. That one time he kidnapped his assistant to go and try to find Cassie when he thought Cassie was cheating. I mean, it was wild. I feel like I could go on forever, but I won't.
Federal prosecutors say the mountain of evidence is too massive for Diddy to escape. He's staring down a potential life sentence, and if that happens? We all know what happens in prison to people who abuse women. The justice system is finally catching up, but the court of public opinion is already watching.
There's really no deal that the U.S. Attorney's Office can offer, and it's certainly not one that Diddy will accept. It would involve decades in federal prison. We're talking about mandatory minimum sentences of 10 years for both the drug charges and the trafficking. So we know that Diddy has fought charges before. There were state charges, there were gun-related, the nightclub shooting with J-Lo, but he's going to dig in his heels, and this case is going to trial. So if you're prosecutors, you really want to make sure that your evidence is bulletproof before you go down that route.
Put the puzzle together: Jamie's sudden silence, the timing of his return, and Diddy's unraveling? It's no coincidence. Many now believe Jamie was forced into hiding, or worse, threatened into silence until the heat died down. But now, with Diddy's kingdom falling apart, is Jamie finally ready to speak the whole truth?
The internet said that Puffy tried to kill me. I left them parties early. I was out by 9. Something don't look right. It's slippery in here.
Well, I hang with P. Diddy, a lot, man. Sean, Puffy Combs. And we hang out, man. I mean, we party. I call him Black Gatsby, man.
Jamie Foxx laughing off his party days with Diddy, poking fun in his Netflix comedy special, Jamie Foxx, What Had Happened Was, which is streaming now. The actor and comedian breaking his silence about his road to recovery after his near-fatal stroke last year spawned conspiracy theories on social media.
Your said I was a clone. really thought I was a clone. Listen, I was having dinner at some eatery in Vegas, and I walk out, and my daughter's behind me, and she overheard the dude go, "That ain't that." That's a clone. Diddy got that. That's a clone. That ain't Jamie Foxx.
Jamie holds nothing back when it comes to Diddy's downfall, even referencing this shocking discovery during his federal home raids.
Baby oil, more than 1,000 bottles altogether.
How's it like? I was in that tunnel, though. It was hot in that tunnel. Am I going to the wrong place in this? Because I looked at the end of the tunnel and I thought I saw the devil, like, come on. Was that Puffy? I'm around, but if it was Puffy, he had like a flaming bottle of Johnson & no, I'm just kidding.
And he hangs out and he makes it. He says, and he'll tell you he's rich. He's rich as he wants to be. He is really 52% tax bracket. He does not mind telling you.
But I gotta tell you this, Atlanta, you can't clone this. I brought you too much original. It ain't enough clone juice in the world to clone me.
Secret tapes. Poisoning plots. A federal trial. It's all coming out, and Diddy's twisted freak-off empire is collapsing in real time. So what was on those tapes? And just how deep does this conspiracy go? Drop your theories in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for our next deep dive into the darkest corners of celebrity scandal. Stay safe and stay woke.